The smartphone camera has evolved over the years, and in some areas it can be considered better than a standard point and shoot. Today we'll be taking a look at the smartphones that offer some of the best cameras at less than Rs 15,000. So let's begin. Honor 6X. Honor has been quite impressive with the whole dual camera implementation on its premium phones, and now it brings that expertise to the budget smartphone market as well. The Honor 6X is currently one of the best camera phones to buy under 15,000 rupees. It uses a 12 megapixel camera at the back, which is aided by a 2 megapixel secondary camera. While the primary 12 megapixel camera captures most of the details of the image, the 2 megapixel camera captures depth. All this combined makes the images taken by the camera really stand out. You can even take bokeh images with the phone thanks to the dual camera setup. CoolPad Cool 1. Trailing just behind the Honor 6X is the CoolPad Cool 1, one of the most well-rounded smartphones we have reviewed this year. While the dual 13 megapixel camera setup is impressive and takes good images, the performance of the device is one of the best in the category. The phone uses two Sony IMX258 Exmor RS sensors. Of these, one is the main camera which captures color photos and the other shoots the same image in monochrome. The camera software then combines the images from both these 13 megapixel sensors to create an image. On the Cool 1, images turn out to be really good, but don't go expecting the wow AP9's quality. In fact, the Nubia Z11 Mini takes better photos than this one. While details are good, there is some visible noise even in pictures taken during the day. The dual camera setup also lets the phone shoot bokeh, which comes really handy while taking portrait shots. The phone is available in both 3GB and 4GB RAM variant options, but storage is a bit limited to 32GB. You get a good display and a dependable battery life as well, which completes the package. Xiaomi Redmi 4. Surprised? Well, don't be. The Xiaomi Redmi 4 is one of the best camera phones in the sub 15,000 segment. The 13 megapixel camera on the phone takes better pictures not just at its own sub 10,000 price point, but it's even better than some more expensive devices including the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. There is a perceivable improvement over the Redmi 3S thanks to the faster focus and improved camera algorithms. While the phone does struggle under low light, it is understandable considering it is one of the most affordable smartphones available today. Besides that, you also get dependable performance and a remarkable battery life. Moto G4. Last year's Moto G4 is another option if a good camera remains your priority and you cannot get your hands on any Xiaomi phone. The 13 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture lens on the G4 will do the job well. Moto's camera app is extremely simple to use, and if you want to experiment a bit, you can jump into the Pro mode to bring the best out of the camera. And since this is a Motorola device, you will get the latest Android OS and near stock UI with it. The performance is little slower compared to the Redmi Note 4, but it is still workable. Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. No budget list is complete without mentioning the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. As for the 13 megapixel rear camera on the phone, it does the job and it does it well, at least in normal lighting conditions. While it does struggle with low light, that is something almost all budget smartphones struggle with. However, if you have a steady hand and won't mind fiddling with the manual mode, you might get your money's worth with this phone. The 13 megapixel rear camera has f2.0 aperture and 4mm focal length. Comparing alongside the Redmi Note 3, one sees a definite improvement. Colors are warmer, even oversaturated at times. Images are also sharper and with more details than before. However, it is worth mentioning that we saw a stark difference between the Redmi Note 3 that we tested last year and the one used alongside the Redmi Note 4. Nevertheless, the Note 4 does indeed have a better camera than the Redmi Note 3. And here is something extra for you. If you can extend your budget a little bit, that is, just spend 1000 more, you can get the Moto G5 Plus, which has one of the best cameras we have seen on a phone around the 15,000 price mark. Featuring a superb 12 megapixel camera sensor with an f1.7 aperture lens, the Moto G5 Plus can take good pictures in almost all lighting conditions. It uses the same dual pixel technology which Samsung introduced last year in its flagship Galaxy S7. The phone manages ISO levels very well, keeping them low when needed and under control when cranking them up. As a result, even photos shot indoors and in low light conditions look quite decent. Thanks for watching and don't forget to smash that like button.